Okay, so this is said inductor. This comes from an old crossover that I gained on a previous pair of speakers. I found out that this is open circuit, which is why the bassman wasn't doing anything. So now I have to take this off here. It's stuck on with hot glue. I have to take it off there, take the tape off and check the connections. Question: can I do this with just resoldering it, or do I have to really rewire the whole ferrite core? Well, that we shall have to find out. Back in a mo. Okay, welcome back. So I finally got the copper coil out of the crossover, and we've resoldered it. You may or may not be able to see that little bit there, which is two bits of wire that have, this time instead of putting them end to end, I've overlapped them slightly, and then I've recoiled it around the ferrite core there. So there's about 10 windings on there, and according to my multimeter now, yeah, that's a short circuit, so I'm happy with that. I did try putting the multimeter, the connectors, where are we? These connectors further along the wire, but there's a coating on the copper wire, and that seems to give a false reading. So I'm quite happy that's working. I'm not going to keep it stuck with sellotape though. I'm just trying to find my my hot glue gun, and I'll then seal it up with the hot glue, take the sellotape off, and put the inductor then back down onto this board, so it'll be just here and connected once again to these points, and hopefully that should all work. So once again, so far so good. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that everything works out. Back in a mo. Okay, so hoping this is going to make sense, I've managed to get the sellotape from this inductor and used hot glue to hold the windings down in place. You see just under there is where the connection is between the two wires, and I've now stuck it down. You can't really see anything. Yeah, you can see it there. That's where all the hot glue is, holding the inductor onto the board, and then coming in here, and one end of the cable has been tagged onto that, and the other end is down there. So theoretically all this should now work. So in the next 5 minutes you're either going to see me laughing and dancing around the room, or watch a grown man cry. There we go. Let's give this a shot and see what happens. Yippee, 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 it's worked. I've managed to wire up the crossover. There's the coil, and what wasn't happening the other night was there was nothing coming out of this bass bin. All I was getting was sound out of this tweeter. Well, I've now got the both happening, so that's good news. I'm now going to seal this up, and then I can get on with the next part of trying to rig those two amplifiers to these speakers, and if I can do that, then we can start seeing how the amps sound. I'm not going to do that today though. That's another project. The main thing was to get this sorted out, and then I can actually be back to normal with my own entertainment. Okay, so I hope you learned something from that, even if you don't know not to do it. I've got to put this back in place, and once we get into the situation of being able to actually feed some proper music into these amps without using this without using that function generator there, so we get some proper music going on, then I'll upload that, and everybody will be happy. Okay, thanks for joining. See you next time. Try now.